Each day can and should be viewed as a separate existence, because so much gets lost in the large scale of time. There seems to be so much time if we look for it. But in our present moment, all we have, we neglect the fact that life is the whole process, not just key positive instantiations of our perceived value. To be the life is much more than seeing it. I myself can say that I get trapped within my own mind from time to time and neglect the tranquility of the present moment. But any sort of peace can't be analyzed. Any sort of moment of tranquility isn't tranquil if you're constantly acknowledging how it is. Peace lies within the uncounted second. Life is thought much more than we are actually able to live and process it. Our minds plague what we think to be the self. The mind has a lot less control than we try to give it. For example, if you were to maybe prompt your mind with a thought telling your hand to move, but just simply don't move your hand, but keep thinking in your mind, hand move or something like that. What's stopping your movements is your consciousness, and what is trying to move it is the mind. We aren't observant enough of our thoughts often, and many of them have no validity. We analyze what tends to not be real. The way I see it, life is like a constant happening, something that's always present. Life doesn't just exist within memories or within little moments where you feel the positive aspects of what we call existence. Life is not an instance or any event. Who we are and the lives we live are not contradictory, rather a summation of what is and what could be. We are a stuckness between existence and an infinite possibility. All that we can ever imagine ourselves to do, or all that we can do, is just within our reach. Each day can and should be viewed as a separate existence, because so much gets lost in the large scale of time. There seems to be so much time if we look for it. But in our present moment, all we have is right here. We think we have all of the life ahead of us, but in reality, we only have this moment right here to do as we wish. I say time and time again that only the present exists. The only thing that can ever be is the present. Any sort of reference to the past was once the present, and any reference to the future will be. No thought or any deep speculation can alter the world. The world is ours to build upon, but not to conquer. It's not ours to create new rules and regulations and just have the world appeal to whatever whims we choose. Rather, I believe it's something at which we are given an opportunity to sort of project our own self into what we wish to be and wish to do. That's what I'm saying. You need to try and be the life and not try to see it. Because I feel like a lot of us get infatuated with the entire concept of these grand lives and these somewhat preposterous existences that are kind of unrealistic for the average person. Or maybe it's even the fact and the mindset that they're unrealistic that make them more unattainable. I feel like it's those who sort of know that they have that goal in mind, that they want that thing, that are truly able to attain it. I talked about it in a lot these past months, but a lot of us don't have a set in stone goal. We haven't taken the time to think of what it is we truly want, and that's why we can't push towards it. We don't even have an end goal in our mind or even something to strive for. And we kind of just exist in the hopes that we'll get to the point we want without any, conscious intention towards what we want. We need to bury ourselves in the very ground beneath us and grow that way. A lot of us try to either find the perfect soil or, plant themselves in uncertainty and false soil and expect growth. we need to work on bringing forth something that even the self or even we can call beautiful. Because at the end of the day, beauty is subject to the person perceiving it. And if we're able to perceive ourselves as beautiful, our actions will be in accordance to that beauty that we see for ourselves. And that's why I think everybody should practice self-love. If you're able to love yourself to the degree that you can love anyone else, then how could you ever be, stopped? How could anything get in your way if you have your number one supporter right within you? I think a lot of people don't take the time and effort to try to support who they are as people. Rather, they try to look for props and things to support and assist who they are within their daily reality. And none of us take the time to relax the self. I think there's three aspects of this reality, three aspects of who we are, and that's like the mind, the body, and soul. And you can stimulate your mind with information, knowledge, read, do whatever you need to in that facet. Your body, work out, exercise, do whatever you need. Soul, connect with people, connect with yourself. And a lot of people don't do that, and then they either they're focused on one, they get drained, and it causes every single one of them to kind of follow suit. And you need to somewhat find a balance between yourself and your circumstance, and allow yourself to be transcendent while within this ordeal. Too often we plant ourselves in uncertainty and within the entrapments of society. They want us to be lost in our fight for self-actualization, when in reality, self is not a fight. It's all we have, and it's all here right now. Winning and losing is all here right now, and all at the tip of our fingers. Everything we are and everything we could be is within our reach. The instantiation of it even being a possibility means that you can do it. And to know that it's humanly possible means you too can do it. I think that we often put our dreams and aspirations in a part of our mind or in a part of our reality that we somewhat don't think that they're going to happen, or don't really want to believe in it, or feel naive for believing in their own self. But the lives we live aren't infinite. It's a finite piece of time. All we have is ourselves and opportunity to exist and project that self out into the world. So if you're not doing that, then all you're ever going to be able to do is perceive the life of others and never be the life of yourself. And like, a lot of people die before taking the time to live. And life is just something that we have to create each and every day. It's a choice. I think that existing every day and living and being intent on your goals and aspirations is a choice. It may not be easy every day. It may not be easy to wake up and just say, oh, I want to strive towards my goals, when there's other external factors that are maybe like suppressing you. But at the end of the day, that's what you need to do in order to appeal to your own definition of success. Otherwise, you're just going to wind up being stuck in the same position that maybe you're analyzing, or maybe the same position that, you hope isn't the outcome.